Okay, really quickly, today our options for setters are a whole bunch of folks since Nikki's out. So we have Jared, Joseph, Gabe, and Noah as potential setters. I want to talk to all of you about the 6-2 offense. So we will probably use two setters, and the setter will come from the back row, and the setter will serve when they get to their turn to serve. So we're going to talk about this on this diagram. The setters and the opposite or right side hitters are in red. The outsides are in blue and the middles are in yellow. And this is rotation one. So let's say Gabe's coming in. So he will substitute in, or he may already be in the game. He goes back to serve. When he goes back to serve, his base is right base. And each time the ball comes over to our side, he goes to set. Now, if it's a free ball, he'll yell, and it's the setter, he'll yell free ball, which tells these two players that I'm leaving to go up here, and these two players have to split the back court to take the free ball to give to him. Okay, so that's some basics. Now, let's say we're receiving. Well, we don't want Gabe to receive, or whoever is in that position, so we drop our outsides back. Notice we have two outsides, and this would be our libero for our middle, and we're in serve receive. When the ball's received, unless it's hit right at Gabe, he should transition to this spot and set the offense. When the ball goes back over onto their side, you have to remember you're not a front row player. You're always your base. If we run a 6-2, always your base will be at right back. So you'll go up, set, come back, up, back during the play as the ball goes back and forth across the net. Okay, so that's pretty simple. Now, let's say we have to go to rotation 2. So I'm going to move everybody. It'll take a second here. And now I'm going to talk about just the serve-receive setups, because when we're serving, you'll get as close to your position as you can without overlapping with the people in the back row. And I think you guys get that. So I don't think that's a big problem. But just know your base when we go into rotation, your rotated position is in the middle back. So stay in rotation. And let's say we're serve receiving. So now in rotation 2, which by the way is the same as rotation 5 in a 6-2 offense, what will happen is we want to get the setter out of the way. So what we'll do is we'll move the setter up. We call it pushing the other opposite, pushing them forward, pushing them up. And then what we want is we want this libero and this outside to receive. Okay, we got the receive we want. The only thing you have to be careful of if you're the setter is you can't overlap with either of these two people on the side and this person in the front. So you can go up, but you need to be behind them. And if this person comes over and needs to be, let's say, over here, you need to move over here to not overlap with them. Also, if this person moves over, you need to keep in between these two players. That's usually not a problem. Just go to this area of the court. They'll shift over. Now we're in serve receive. The first pass will go to you, and you'll set the offense. When the ball goes on their side, where's your base? It's back here, right back. Always right back when the ball is on their side. Okay, so let's go back and look at rotation 3, because this is the one that gets a little tricky, but it works. So notice we're in rotated positions. We're going to move one over. So let's move him and up and move him and move him. Okay, we're kind of moving everybody around. We get to rotated positions so that we are legal when the ball is hit. Now, the problem here is that the setter's a long way from the setting spot, and we're not going to do serving. Okay, again, serving, you just make the quick switch. It's not a big deal. But serve receive, we would like this person closer. So what we do, it's really simple. The middle has to go over here. And I'm hoping both outsides will help position this middle. The second thing we'll do is we're going to take this player. Remember, he can't go past him, which is unlikely if the middle's all the way over there, and he can't go past him, and that's not going to happen. But he also can't go behind him. But notice, that in this situation, the only constraint that this player has, he can't go past this player and he can't go past this player. So what we're going to do, and you players who played a few more years can help a little bit with this. We'll bring this player back here, and we'll bring the setter up to here. Now the setter cannot go past this person. So your job as the setter is to find this person, make sure you don't go past him. Now then he can come all the way over. He can't go outside of the middle, but if the middle's on the sideline, we're good. So now we have a serve receive, and our setter doesn't have to move very far to get to the ball. And that's on serve receive. In serving, again, we don't have to worry about it in serving. In serving, your position's back row. Again, when you're setting here, after this play starts, the minute the ball goes onto the other side, you're coming back here to base, right back base. So I'm going to cover this if we can get together early today. My thinking is to use two setters among those four potential setters. Most probably Gabe and Joseph. So Joseph, pay attention to this as well. And this should help you kind of understand where you need to be running a 6-2 offense. Now, the other thing that will happen is when you come to the front row, we may sub you out. We probably will. And those subs would be things like maybe Tino and Noah. So that way we would have a right side blocker in the front row. They wouldn't serve, they go across, and when they get ready to serve, you sub in for them. So that's how that would work. We'll cover it this afternoon. Let's see what happens. Let's have some fun with it. So I'll see you in the gym this afternoon.